We're going to talk about family matters because family matters and your family matters. So we all come from a family. Our families maybe look different, but they set our relationships. We're witnessing the inner workings of how we deal with people by what we see in the home. So we get out into our lives, we attract different relationships, we attract intimate partners, we attract jobs. If things are not working in those areas, it stems back to something we learned from the family unit. So we're in this family unit, everybody has their role. As I say that, you probably know your role well. And every time we go back into those gatherings where we're with the family or we're with, the unit, we fall back into our peg hole. We fall back right into our role. And sometimes that brings up a lot of frustration for people. So if you're the youngest, you go back into it and you're never respected and you always feel like you're treated like the baby. If you're the middle and you always were kind of the black sheep or the one kind of doing off your own thing, you're always kind of pegged at that. If you're the oldest, you're maybe more serious and the caretaker. We can go on and on and on. Psychology has pegged these quite well. So we know that that's a real thing. And when people come to me and have different things that they're working through, it's very, very common that in the first session or the first meditation we do together, there's a spiritual disconnection that needs to happen. So beyond your unit, you come from lineage. So you have mom, dad, and those different things that draw down through your lineage. And those things play a role. They play a frequency role, they play an energy role, and you have the ability to disconnect from that. This is a real thing, and it's really affecting people and their experience out in the world. And so when we bring this to our attention, when we bring this to your awareness, you may have things that start to click even from listening to this, and you are allowed and you can spiritually disconnect from these frequencies, from these energies. They don't have to play out in your life. Being where we are in the world, everyone's waking up, we're saying yes to our power, we're realizing that we're here for a bigger reason, we're here for service, we're here for this divine plan. And when we say yes to that and we're being divinely guided, we're finding different areas and different things that are coming up for us that we're having to look and face. And oftentimes it can be with our family. So if something's coming up in a relationship, we can usually draw that back to a pattern that was set in the family unit or beyond your lineage, your ancestry. So what we do when we go into a meditation is I'm guiding, but you're visualizing, and I'm drawing you into, typically it's at the space behind the heart, and I have you draw back to these two cords, and these are your typically the mom, dad, the two lineages that are coming down, coming in. And I just have you do a visualization of releasing those or cutting those cords. And now you're no longer hooked, and each individual, you can try this on your own if you want to. But each individual has their own unique experience, and that own unique experience is right for you. So I really want you, as you're listening to this and as I'm sharing things, notice what resonates with you, notice what kind of triggers some uncertainty. Go toward both of those, go toward what resonates, go toward what brings up some uncertainty, because typically there's something there for you when you're kind of like, I don't know, that resistance shows, and that's a great sign in the body to listen to. We've all been in situations where we know that going to the source, so going to the mom or dad or the sibling or whoever it is that's frustrating us, isn't going to do anything because they don't hear us, they don't see us, they're not, that's just not available. We wouldn't be in the situation if it was. It would have already been dealt with, already been taken care of. So what we get to do is we get to detach from that person, we get to detach from that judgment, and we get to go into our own work. We get to go into our own work knowing and trusting that all the experiences that we had, so we say thank you to the mom and dad, we say thank you to the sibling, we say thank you to the family, because there's something here that we wanted to experience. So in this lifetime, you picked these people to be surrounded with, and there's so much that gets to be learned and understood. And it's also interesting that these people don't go away. We can't just be like, bye, peace. Some people do that. And we do have to go back and go like, okay, your whole family is not speaking to each other. Like, let's look at that. What do you think is here? So bringing this awareness, be aware, like I said, notice what resonates. But we're stepping out to disconnect and do this work, because we actually have the power to heal our family. So there typically is one healer in every family, and when you're going through your life and you're looking at this struggle and you're looking at this pain that you're healing, it feels so big, and it's so much more because you're actually helping the entire lineage. You're helping the other family members. You're helping, and I've seen this time and time again. I've seen it with my own family. I've seen it with many of my clients and their families, and it's just over and over and over again that this is how it works. And it's a very peaceful way and a very enlightened way to now see that, like, oh, I actually don't have to be upset. I don't have to be angry anymore. I get to forgive myself for realizing that, like, this is an experience that I wanted to attract or have or go through. And then we start to see things unfold and unwind. So, tip I'm going to give you: you can go into the guided meditation and you can do the detachment by yourself if you want to give it a try. We can also do it together. And then whoever these people are in your life that are maybe, you know, bringing some stuff up for you, pray for them for 100 days. If you've given up some of your power, imagine taking it back. Imagine giving them their power back. So kind of resetting that boundary energetically with that individual, and you can call them into a meditation or a prayer. And then pray for them for 100 days. And envision placing rose quartz color, so a pink rose quartz color. It's a love frequency. Imagine placing that rose quartz love frequency all around them. And add that to your meditation, add that to your morning ritual, your morning prayer, or whatever time of your day you do it. And you are going to see some really magical things happen. And I can't tell you what's going to happen. I just know that this works. But the little things that are going to come up and be shown to you, you're going to just be like, whoa. And it's going to bring you so much peace. You're going to learn so much about your own power, about how you can be doing this in every area of your life. But any area that is maybe not working, or a relationship that's not working, just give this a little thought, maybe a little journal, and you'll be able to tie it back to probably something within the family. So family matters, you matter. You'll start to see the beauty that's on the other side of this. So you weren't just brought into a family to be ridden with trauma or negativity or bad experience. There's something here for you that you wanted to learn, and typically once you work through it, it then shows you what you're here to do, because you have so many more people to help with that information that you learned through the family. So we say thank you to them. They are gifts, and enjoy.